It's a beautiful morning here in Red Bluff, Missouri. I woke up this morning and I decided that the bird song is beautiful. To do yoga or body balance class, which I do on a regular basis at home every day, but when I'm traveling, sometimes every other day. But I'm trying to do it because it's absolutely essential for me feeling good physically. I want to invite you to watch some of the key movements and poses I do every day. Here they are. Well, driving is inevitable with bugs, especially in the summertime when the humidity is high, temperatures are high, bugs are alive, and they got smashed against the car. I washed it day before yesterday, and the car needs to have attention again. It's just a pleasure to drive a cleaner car, and I prefer to do it and have a great morning. I'm not planning to go anywhere driving again today. I'm going to spend and enjoy the campsite, everything it has to offer, including the opportunity to wash the car. So you could watch a quick short about how I do it. finally it's time to make breakfast. These are freeze-dried packages of breakfast and lunches which I brought for all the day of camping. And we cooked buckwheat, barley, various kinds of fruits. It's all lyophilized together or freeze-dried together. And it's storable for up to 30 years, but we never store it that long because we go camping and we use that type of food. So there's a preservative pack desiccant there. This is ready. I pull out my electrical base. We need to fill up the kettle with water. I need about a little over a liter of water because I need to dehydrate food, and I also need to have some tea this morning, so about a liter will do. This is an interesting kettle. You could set up specific temperature to it. It heats up. I set to 195 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not exactly boiling but close to it. This way it effectively rehydrates the food. Let me go and grab my food bowl. We'll transfer it in. While the water is heating, I'm going to carefully transfer contents of this package into my food bowl. It's a thermos, and once the hot liquid is poured in, I could hold it in my hands without any problems. So this is what the food looks like. This becomes a trash collection bag for a moment. This morning I'm going to have fennel tea. My wife loves this in the morning, so I'm missing her, thinking of her, and I'm going to have fennel tea as well. So again, this is a by Eerie cup, thermos cup, pretty sizable in terms of volume, terrific for sipping tea if you're driving or if you're at the campsite and you don't want to drink it all at the same time. It keeps temperature very nicely. I'll put links to both the bowl and all my favorite cups in the description for those who are interested. They could check it in on Amazon. We're reaching temperature, and see there is a red ring here, and the moment it reaches 195 degrees it actually becomes green, and we're at 192, 194 and 195. It's beeped and it's ready to go. So I'll start pouring, and just to better show you, water, and you see how the food starts melting literally on the spot. Typically once I get it to about this level of liquid, this is perfect for rehydration. I need to get a spoon to mix it up. Now I need to mix it all in to rehydrate everything evenly. Submerge the dry pieces, and I would let it sit for about 5 minutes, and it will be ready to eat. Meanwhile, I'll go and set up a little breakfast table. So that's ready. A little spillage taken care of. It's an inevitable part of life, but as long as you keep on tidying up and cleaning up after yourself, the van stays clean and pleasant, and this is part of joy of doing it if you like to be neat. On the other hand, it's part of life in tight quarters. You need to clean things. I'm planning to wash my bedding when I arrive in New Hampshire for the reunion, and all my used clothes. Life is good, and it's a good day. I slept 8.5 hours. What could you expect? Well, what else do I add to my breakfast? Since I'm not going to be on the road today, typically this is the food I eat while I'm driving because it's easy to reach and it's not very messy and it's ready to eat. I'm adding cashews and walnuts. That would be very nutritious and caloric enough food to keep me going, probably to deep into afternoon. This is breakfast my wife and I designed together. It has 2 grains, It has various types of fruits. It has chia seeds. It has flax seeds. We also added, while it was still fresh, and mixed it in, some of the cod liver oil as a very important source of vitamin E, natural vitamin E. We don't take any of the supplements, so-called vitamins, because most of them are essentially fraud. And the reason they are fraud, because people anticipate that by taking the supplement, they are supplementing their diet. The reality is that ingredients which are separated from their natural environments, like the vitamins which are in fruit, cannot be absorbed the same way as they are in fruit version, because there are a number of cofactors and a number of different molecules which coordinate the absorption of those nutrients. This is how our bodies develop over millennia of evolution. For a while, the nature is still plentiful, and we could grow things ourselves, which we do in our own garden. We don't take artificial supplements. Anything which soy production line or packaging line is not part of our diet. I'm starting to sound like some kind of radical here, but the reality is that these are personal choices people need to make. Growing up, I was oblivious as everybody else, and I was pursuing my career in travel, and of course I was eating fast food, and whatever is on the road is available. But now, as we're retired, we just want to feel good. It's not about living longer, it's about feeling good. So as a result of eating what we're eating now for the last 3 years, it's remarkable. We never have problem with gaining weight or feeling some kind of craving. If I'm hungry, I eat, and as much as I want to eat. I don't have craving. I don't have craving against anything, even about things like chocolate. Belgian chocolate. Used to be traveling in Europe. It used to be, I have to have it. I have to have that Belgian mayonnaise which is orange in color, with French fries. Belgian French fries are better than French fries. Well, not anymore. I don't even think about this anymore. The same with alcohol. Purity of the body and purity of the mind are connected. And I think this is a joy I never experienced before. Enough proselytizing. I'm going to eat, but I wanted to share with you my routine about getting things ready. And now I'm going to enjoy the nature and bird songs and just be in the moment. It's mid-afternoon. I found an interesting day use area just outside of campground. It is actually part of campground. In a very shaded spot, my car is parked, so protected from the sun, and I'm very close to the creek here. Let's go and look at the creek. Beautiful area. Creek is flowing quietly. The water is relatively low. I took a dip in the water earlier in the day. I may go again. The creek is only waist deep, but there's so much fish teeming around me. The smallest ones and the larger ones I see. I tried to take picture with the camera, but you need an adapter for taking shots under the water, special lens which goes on both sides. Well, I didn't plan to do underwater filming on this trip, but I should have thought about it. Certainly a great opportunity. They were coming next to the camera, and I have some of that footage, but it's just not sharp. So I'm going to take a dip. My microphone is going to stay up in the air. What a refreshment. It's just, if I would have been a kid, I would have sat here in this creek for a whole day. The solitude, I found solitude. Entire campground has only 3 campsites occupied. And I've been here for the past several hours. There's one person passed by, just went out and came back. It's completely quiet. It's all to myself. It's almost eerie, but I'm enjoying it. After all the drone of driving, I need that day of rest so I could continue tomorrow, recharged and more excited about driving and seeing new vistas and getting to a new destination. But I'm gonna hang out here. There's a lot of little maintenance issues to transfer files from cameras and all that stuff. Think about next day. I'm not being bored. It's certainly not a boring trip. Bugs are here, ever present. That's something new and different from Pacific Coast, where typically you don't have any. Even in the evening hours, very few mosquitoes. Here's the little update from the campsite in Red Bluff. Hi guys, I want to demonstrate to you how this whole living arrangement, my living room inside of hybrid Sienna minivan, works. So, it's dusk outside, I'm settling down for the night. This is my bed, this is my pillow. On the side here you may see duvet. I put it away just because it's bulky and warm, but to demonstrate how things work here. I'm sleeping in this arrangement. See, my feet are not touching anything. I am 6 feet tall, so very comfortable. Now, let's say I woke up and I need to go to the restroom. I'm not going to go outside. I'm going to slide down the bed. I'm opening the lid and I'm simply sliding on toilet seat. And I could relax here, lean, wait as long as necessary. And when I'm done, there's toilet paper on the left here in a little container. If I'm typically going just number one at night, I don't need it. And I'm simply sliding back. So the toilet is closed with the lid. The urine goes in one container. The solid waste goes in another container. If it happens at night, it's okay with the closed lid because they're not mixed together. The smell is non-existent. Not an issue to continue sleeping that night, and in the morning it's very easy to service it. I've shown it to you a number of times. I may show it to you in one other video. And this is my light here. I turn it on and off. I also have headlight here if necessary. So ventilation from both sides makes it for very comfortable. Somebody is investigating this neighborhood, looks like, but they're not really camping here. I have entire campground to myself today and yesterday, and it's nice, but on the other hand, it's kind of a little bit lonely. In case I'm cold now because okay, it's 90 degrees outside, I'm hot. That's why I'm just grabbing duvet and it's instantly over myself, and I'm ready to continue sleeping comfortably. So I could stand up, my hand doesn't hit anything. There's good almost 8 inches above me. What else can I tell you? This is beautiful arrangement. I think many of you could use this vehicle for something similar. You could make entire bed be 8 feet tall if necessary. You're tall enough and you don't need to want to have a toilet. This is the arrangement where entire luggage, everything I need for 36 days of camping is here. I may stop in a grocery store, but majority of my food in these 2 bins, as I told you, it is freeze-dried food. Freeze-dried at home, I know what I'm eating, and it's enough for 36 days. If I need snacks, I have a refrigerator for snacks and fresh food. So, here's the brief review before I'm going to sleep. Good night.